Okay, so it's time to revisit the Tales from Beyond series here. Old timers on this channel might know that a bunch of years ago I created an episode regarding the radio node system, and then Jens actually adopted it, and then Foundry later on actually implemented it in the teleporter. So I'm really happy that came to fruition. But it's time now to look at this Tale from Beyond episode. I'm looking in here at ID 543768, and this is something, if you agree, go and bombard Foundry with the need for this. Essentially add the ability to create custom procedural output presets that can automatically connect to multi-channel nodes. And what does this mean? So this is my train of thought here. I want to be able to define my own custom procedurals, and we got custom procedurals, and that's real cool, but there's a major limitation with custom procedurals. You can see here, if I go in here and look at this one, I have created here a basic custom procedural. That's essentially here. You can go in here and tweak, and we can say contrast. The problem is you can only connect, or you can only auto connect one merge here. So, but I want to be able to construct a custom procedural that has multiple outputs. For example, here, if I group something here, if I make a group, inside this group I want to have a multiple outputs, and I can do that. So with two outputs, so this one could be IOR, and we want to have an extinction coefficient. Let's say that we want to package values within this node that we want to then blend in our material workflow. So we have this, yeah, cool. We have our two workflows here, but let's say that we want to create essentially a custom blend node. So we would do that by making another group, and this one will have an input. We want to have, this one is expecting, say, IOR, and this one is, we want to have another input. We want to blend two different, so we want to have two different IOR, like so. We're gonna blend now here. The result is gonna be IOR coming out here again. So now we have here almost a network here, and we want to have a mask input. We have here a very basic setup that will blend the incoming values from IOR 1 and extinction coefficient 1, and we want blend IOR 2 and extinction coefficient 2 using a mask input. So here on the outside, let's see how that looks, and yeah, it looks good. So essentially I created my own workflow here that would essentially be able to take these two values, blend them, and spit out here, for example, the index refraction values. This would be really cool because I could start to define my own workflows. I could even start to define my own material system, because looking here at this material here, the base material that ships with Mari, it's essentially just a bunch of outputs, house, and the same here, the multi-channel merge, it's the same principle, it's just set up already. But the custom procedurals can only auto-connect to one, so essentially I have to manually go in here. This is something that Substance Designer does much better, because there you can actually define your own workflows, and this is something that's really lacking in the current setup we have here. That's the feature request, and go and drop Foundry a message if you concur. The ID for this is ID 543768.